the recommendation. A recommendation comes as a result of something, and because you're always recommended for a position that you have excelled in. And because you have surpassed your peers in whatever that you're excelling in, you're now recommended by God for a promotion. But this promotion, as Christians, we want a promotion. I want a higher calling in the ministry. A promotion, I want God to increase my territory. A promotion, I want God to bless me with a new car. A promotion, I want God to change my finances. A promotion. We want a recommendation for a promotion, but we want it without trouble. We don't want to have to go through when God gives me a promotion. I want a husband, but I don't want trouble behind it. I want a wife, but I don't want to have to deal with any drama. Well, you can't get a promotion unless you go through something. And a promotion, with those that have been promoted to a particular place, whether it's in the natural or in the spirit realm, every level that you get to, you're going to have to deal with a different demon. You're going to have to deal with a different issue. So a promotion does not come without having to go through. Come on, somebody. Anytime that you're recommended for something, you have to deal with deeper people. You have to deal with a different mindset. So a recommendation is the result of something, the consequence of a particular action. That's the result. Or a course or outcome. And a recommendation, as Webster say, means considered, highly regarded, and esteemed. Recommendation. I'm highly regarded. I'm esteemed above others. So I deserve a recommendation. A recommendation has promotion attached to it. Because you won't get recommended without a promotion, baby. Your name is being placed in the pot so that you can get more, that you can grow more, that you can receive more. But as you go higher, you will face different kind of warfare. And what you faced on last week, let me just put it where you can get it. If you're working at McDonald's on the line and you're just a cashier, you don't have to worry about closing the store. But once you get promoted to management, you have a lot of other things that you have to deal with. Not only do you have to deal with the cashiering, but now you have to deal with keeping the course of the people money. Now you have to deal with the schedule. Now you have to deal with things that you never had to deal with on before. And then those spouses who only listen, you know, when you're doing the marriage vows, the spouses who only listen to the richer and richer or poor, they don't hear richer or poor, they just hear the richer. I stay here with you as long as we got finances. They omit the part when it says in health, in sickness and in health. They just hear the in health part. Well, baby, if you get down and you can't do what I want you to do when you want to do it, how I want it done, I'm going to go find me a little woman on the side so it can occupy my time and meet my needs. We'll say in health, but we don't stick to the unmovable, always abounding in the hope of the Lord. She should have been reading Romans 8:28. Job read it. He says, and we know that all things work together for the good of those who love him, those who have been called according to his purpose. But then when you think about Job, you think about Jesus. If God did not spare Job, he was not going to despair. He was not going to spare his son. He offered Job as a sacrifice so that Satan could see the downfall. Then he comes along. It's a prototype that he offers Jesus Christ. He said he did not spare his what? His own son, but delivered him up for all of us. Then I want to tell you what Isaiah said. Isaiah 26:4 says, trust ye in the Lord forever. And in the Lord Jehovah is an everlasting stream. Job turned around and he thought about the words that has been spoken a long time ago. That if I trust God, I don't have to worry about staying in this place and these other people that trusted God. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. In the book of Daniel it says they made the statement, if it be so. But what is it? Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us. They let them know that if you don't deliver us even from this fiery furnace, he said that we would not take care of it. either by taking them home in death or by protecting them in the fire. So Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they knew that they was facing a trial. They knew that God had chosen them to be the example, for we know that we'll go to the grave as Christians, and I won't compromise. But then it lets me know that God promises is there for us. Because even though we go, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. They took their stand for God. As a result, they were thrown in the fire furnace. How many people take a stand for God and then you still have to go through? You take a stand for God and you still have to suffer. You take a stand for God and you still be there for them. I think that when you and I go through tough times, we need to understand that Jesus is right there for us. Because James 5:13 says, any among you afflicted, let